Good morning, Ty Law.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
Doing great. Put a little cash in your pocket on Saturday. I was at the chart room in Katomet, and I tried the Law and Order with Corvus pineapple. It was delicious, I got to tell you.
Oh yeah, man. There's so many people out there. Thank you to my partners for the support, man. And I'm glad you, Drake, because I had somebody watching you, Greg. Man, I was told, I had somebody watching, man, see if you was going to, try to order something else. So, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Same thing, Wiggy, Coco. Hey, y'all got to order Corvus when you go out there, man. I got people out there watching.
Every time I go to Grace by Nia, I always get the Corvus.
What would happen if we didn't? What sounds like a threat?
Hey, man, I got a couple tackles left in me, Greg. I definitely one for your ass. Yeah.
Well, you've had a day and a half to think about it. Disappointing loss for the Patriots on Sunday.
It's definitely disappointment. They done turned. They done ran into Geno Mahomes because they done made Geno look real good out there. I'm like, God damn! I was just happy that we didn't have to play Josh Allen week one. You know what I mean? Because that could have been that'd be very discouraging. But again, offensive and defensive line, they need some work. We got to get Diggs involved more in the game because I still don't see the threat at the wide receiver position. Hopefully, we get a glimpse of the old Stephon Diggs, but they got some holes on that team right now, and it's going to take a minute. And that's why I tell everybody to hold their horses when they talk about, Mike Vrabel coming back. You got to give him a little bit of time, but it was just a overall, it's week one, so, you can't get too up or too down about it. But at the same time, they need some players. They need to play together. And the secondary, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on that one, guys. Oh, my goodness. Geno Mahomes, kidding me?
Ty, let me ask this because there's this narrative around here where the coaches are telling Drake Maye not to run when his running ability is one of his biggest assets. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. But is that something that you might believe, is that the coaches would tell him don't run?
No, I can't see that because that's a part of his game. That's one of his assets. He's not a pure pocket passer. If you can use your legs, why not? Because at the end of the day, it's about winning. So I understand you want to protect your quarterback, but if that's like not saying that he's on any Lamar Jackson level, but the quarterbacks that have the escapability and use their legs to stay on the field, a key third down. You gotta do it. You know what I mean? And this is football. Injuries happen, but you can't be playing scared or trying to protect, a particular player, especially if they have a skill set like that.
And talk about how difficult it makes it for a DB when a guy has that ability, escapability to get out of the pocket and make plays on his leg, and you cover for a long time. How difficult is that?
Man, it's very difficult because everything is about timing. You got your 3-step drop, your 5-step drop. It's something innate in you as a corner that you got this clock going on in your head that the ball is supposed to come out by then. You know what I mean? So when they start scrambling, now the receivers just like get open. After they run their initial route. So it's very hard on the DB because, the ball is supposed to come out. We're not playing, we're not chasing the guy all over. This ain't freeze tag. You know what I mean? So you got to go out there and, first of all, hopefully your defensive line up front and your linebackers get to the damn quarterback, but you can't cover but for so long because once the original route breaks, it's a free-for-all, and you do not want to get in that position where you have to start chasing receivers because those guys are receivers for a reason. That means they can run.
So, Ty, if you believe that the coaches didn't tell him not to run, then why wasn't he running much at all in that game? Because, for a guy who averaged, I think it was close to 9 yards a carry last year when he scrambled, he ran 4 times for 11 yards. That's it. That seems very, very low for what he has done previously.
Yeah, maybe you can give credit to the defensive guys on the other side of the ball too. Maybe they contain it. They know he has the ability to run, but just taking off and running for no reason when you don't have to as a quarterback, and that's where that fine line comes in at. But you have to give those guys credit too, because they probably knew going into the game, we're going to make Drake beat us with his arms. We're not going to give him be a two-way quarterback and beat us with his legs. So that might have been their defensive game plan. But as a offense, Josh McDaniel, he needs some weapons over there. You know what I mean? I'm still, but outside of Hunter and Diggs, who do we really know about there? We get the new kid, Kayshawn Booty. I can imagine the memes and the jokes going on in the locker room about that one. You know what I mean? You can't even sit there and call him by his last name. Hey Wiggy, hey, what's up, Hill? Hey, you can't even go him and say his last name because everybody gonna look at you like you damn crazy. You know what I mean? So they got to come up with a nickname for him and not use his real birth name because it don't sound right nowadays.
Ty, how do you feel like the secondary fared without Christian Gonzalez, and how much can he add to it once he's back?
Hurry back immediately, because that is going to change the dynamic. Because right now, they need him. I mean, he is very, very important because he can at least take somebody out. He can put on your best guy. Jacoby Myers. He's not getting 100 yards with Christian Gonzalez on him. I mean, no disrespect to Jacoby Myers, former Patriot, but you can't let him come in and get 100. But that was not going to happen with Christian Gonzalez. So then you can double up on somebody else because right now, I mean, they're not looking good. They're giving up too many explosive, too many big plays, and you're making, good quarterbacks like a Geno Smith look great. You know what I mean? And that's not supposed to happen. So he is going to be a big difference when he comes back. When is he coming back? Does anybody know?
No, nobody knows.
As soon as he gets a new deal.
Is that what that means? Really, I know we joke about it. Is that really the reason? Is this really a hold-in? Is it really a contract situation? Because, I don't know.
Well, let's ask the professional. I think, Curtis, you had this point. He got hurt on the first day of training camp?
First play of 11-on-11 at training camp on the first day they had pads, he got hurt.
We ain't seen him since.
What did he get hurt? What did he get hurt? What's the injury supposed to be?
It's a ham. Great. Now I have to have ham for lunch,
well,
and I hate ham. I hate ham salad even worse.
A hammy injury, Ty. That's what he's got.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody that had a hamstring later in my career, because I was always one of those guys, Wiggy, that I'm like, a hamstring? What is up with all this hamstring thing? Until I got one? Mm-hmm. Oh, my God. I mean, and like I said, I was later in my career, but you can't move out there with those things if it's pulled back. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if you are holding out for a contract or anything else, you can say that hamstring, can't nobody argue with you. Right. So I've seen guys use that hamstring thing when they try to get paid too. So I'm not saying that's what he's doing, but hopefully it's nothing, serious, because those things can, if you don't take care of them, they will nag you all season long.
Time to get this week's Drake Take from Ty Law, presented by your New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive. We have a poll up on X. When is it in your mind okay to determine that Drake Maye may not have it?
You know what? He's only in his second year. So guys, and this is going to be the most challenging year because we didn't know what to expect, as a rookie. He goes out there and he plays pretty good. So now we got some tape on him. What are you going to do? What is going to be that jump from year 1 to year 2, year 2 to year 3? I think really after the third year, you're going to really say, is this our guy? But it's too early to tell. I mean, he's done some good things. I think people are excited about, the potential. But you got to surround him with some weapons. I know you went and got an offensive lineman, which, he's probably going to turn out to be great. But they need some help up there. They're not playing. You can see that they're not a total team yet. But you got to give it some time. But I think, year 3 is going to tell the tale whether you're going to be looking for another quarterback.
Ty, they paid Carlton Davis some pretty good money. Put me in your mind. It's 3rd and 20. You're the corner. Your defense is going to be aggressive, so it looks like maybe they blitzed and you got man-to-man. Why are you jumping on a slant route which then leads to a slant and go, and he makes a big, like, put me in the mindset of what you're thinking 3rd and 20 if you're in Carlton Davis's shoes.
If I'm the Carlton Davis, this 3rd and 20, damn it, I'm gonna let you catch that slant. You know, you can have that one. You know, because you know I'm getting off the field when you go and you jump something like that in that situation. Try to make a play. I think is being a little bit greedy. You know what I mean? A little selfish because it's about stopping getting off the field because they do double moves. You know what I mean? Would you jump? Wow, there's absolutely no reason, and that's where I think guys when they're paying attention to the stat sheet or how many balls someone may have caught. And I want to hold this down. You ain't catching nothing over here. But it was plenty of situations where it's 3rd and forever. You can have that. And I'm gonna back off anyway. Hey, take your 5 yards, I'm going to come up and make the tackle. Take your 7 yards, I'm going to come up and make the tackle. And now you're punting, we're getting off the field. So I think, you have to play situational football. And as a corner, you have to understand where you're out on the field. And that it makes no sense whatsoever to try to jump something like that when you have a 3rd and long.
Most entertaining play of the game brought to you by Apex Entertainment. Visit 100,000 square feet of pure fun at Apex in Marlboro. Any suggestions? Any nominations?
In honor of Ty Law, the defensive back, the interception for the defense off Geno Smith.
Okay.
Yeah. That or maybe one of Landry's 2.5 sacks.
It was a tip.
Yeah.
Are we okay with that?
Still? Okay, what about the Pop Douglas touchdown?
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Let's just be honest. Anything really stand out of note? We can say it.
No.
It wasn't nothing exciting, nothing really exciting. Happen. I don't see no, huge plays. You make you smile or jump up out your damn seat. I ain't seen none of that. I don't know about you guys.
Somebody asked me yesterday if the Patriots are the most boring team in the NFL.
They have no explosive player. Yeah. They have no explosive player. Like, Ty's a defensive guy. If Ty was playing against this Patriots offense, who would you even worry about? I mean, honestly.
Nada one of them. It's no threat. And until you prove to me that Diggs is the old Diggs and what he's capable of doing, I'm sitting on every route. I'm not worried about getting beat deep. I will be doing a Carlton Davis. I'm trying to pick off every short route, in every situation because no one has proven on the team that they can go and get the deep ball. You know what I mean? And they take the top off. You know what I mean? I don't see that. I mean, who was the fastest receiver on there? What are you running? 4.5?
I think it was the kid Kyle Williams from where's he from? Shime? Kyle Williams.
Washington State.
Washington State. He might be the fastest guy, but I mean, he's a rookie. Like, there's nobody.
He had one catch. He wasn't involved in that game.
Ran a 4.40.
Yeah, there's like there's not even. And Ty talked about like Brock Bowers. There's no Justin Jefferson. There's nobody even in that world
and it's crazy. They've had 3 coaches. They've had all these different coordinators. They've had different quarterbacks, and for the last 3 years, they have been duller than any team in the league. It's just a snooze fest.
The problem is, I'm not saying this is the problem, but I think. Because Tom Brady, the GOAT, which you can't put nobody in that category, but you didn't have to have, these top tier receivers to be successful. And when he did get somebody like Randy Moss, you see what happened. You know what I mean? But, you can't get into this thing where the New England Patriots, this is Tom Brady. You damn right, this is Tom Brady. So you got to give everybody else more help. Not saying that he didn't have great, receivers like and Gronk and the guys that we played with, Wiggy, those boys can play. But Tom knew how to spread it around. What I mean? Who's your real go-to? They don't have that back there. They don't have that as a quarterback. They don't have that in the talent. From the receivers, Hunter Henry with the tight end, I give to him. He's pretty good. But guess what? You still got to surround him with some talent. So I think we get caught up into this whole lore about we can win without having all these, all-pro receivers from the history. But that is not the case. You got to put some talent on there because Tom Brady is not there and he ain't coming back.
And the league has changed. Like, when we won early in Tom's career, we were a defensive-first team. You can't be that in today's era of football. You can have a good defense, but you better have some playmakers on offense. Look at the Philadelphia Eagles. Good defense, but they got Saquon Barkley. You have to have an elite playmaker in today's NFL. You can't be like we were.
I agree. I agree, but again, defense wins championships, and I'm always going to stick by that. I know it's cliche, but if you got a great defense and you got an offense that doesn't turn the ball over and can make a play here and there, you'll have a chance. But right now, the Patriots don't have that offense that scares anyone, nor do they have a defense that you feel that can stop anyone in a certain in a big time moment, in a big time situation. Can that happen over time? We can't put too much stock into the first game, but if we take a little glimpse of what we've seen, there's some holes that need to be filled, and they're just not that good right now. Let's see what happens in week 5 and week 6, and if they can gel and put it together when Christian Gonzalez come back, how he changes the dynamic.
Okay, Ty, before you go, do they turn it around Sunday in Miami?
Oh yeah, after that loss at Miami, they looking real bad, Greg. I think we got this one because I would have never thought that the Raiders would win. That they would beat us here at home on Mike Vrabel's first time out. But Miami, they stinking up the joint down there. So we got to win this one.
All right, Ty Law. It's great to have you back, and we will talk to you. We will talk to you again next Tuesday.
I appreciate it. Hey, can I say something real quick, guys? Because I got to drop it. I'm doing the bottle signing in New Hampshire. I know we got a lot of fans out there in New Hampshire. So, hey, come on and see me on September the 11th, Southgate Plaza, Lafayette Road at Seabrook, New Hampshire. We're doing a Corvus bottle signing. I need everybody to come out, show up, and let's drink us some Corvus. We're going to have some shots. I'm going to sign some bottles. So come on out there. And on September the 27th, the Corvus kickoff at Patriot Place. And I'm asking everybody, Greg Hill right now, because Wiggy's always one of my judges. Could you come judge with us, Greg? Be a judge, man.
Well, I will give you the answer that you give to me. I don't get out of bed for less than 1,500.
Hey, we got to work on him, Wiggy. You had a good time, right?
It was a blast.
What's my talent fee for that event?
I mean, what is it? You tell me. I work with him. We go get you a sponsor.
There you go.
Unbelievable.
I think you might want to work that off air, Greg.
September 27th.
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
You told me you were free on the 27th.
Let's see. I think I do have something that evening, but is it in the evening or is it in the? No,
2 to 5. 2 to 5.
Shoot, that's right when I have something right then.
That's right. Hey man, I appreciate y'all, man.
I could come out there for that, but if I do it, I'm going to do it for Brian Early and not for you. All right.
Okay. Hey, whatever works.
Wiggy,
hey, long as the great Greg Hill's there, man, we happy.
Wiggy, are you going?
The 27th on a Saturday. Just got to see what time the UMass game is. But I've been there before, though. If the UMass game doesn't conflict, I'll be there. Okay. Ty knows.
Ty, Greg said if he can't make it, he'll send his consigliere Jackson in his place. So,
Ty, sign me.
Hey,
sign me up. Sign me up.
All right, man. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate y'all, man. But thanks.
Can you get cousin Ray to come pick me up and drive me back to the seaport?
Oh yeah, hey, he would love that. I tell you what, cousin Ray, he always down.